It's all about flow and pace today, qualifying in Qatar, a high-speed test that will set the grid for tomorrow's race. So welcome along.
Here are the top 5 cars as things stand. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1 minute 22.6. Tsunoda, Verstappen, Hamilton, Leclerc and Russell. Okay, so as for the cars around us, just ahead are Hamilton, Leclerc and Russell. And we're in front of Antonelli, Alonso and Coulthard.
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend. So we'll see you all tomorrow.
So, just ahead of us in this session at the moment are the fastest lap at the moment, 1:21.5. Verstappen, Sainz and Piastri. And just behind us are Leclerc, Doohan and Coulthard.
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend. So we'll see you all tomorrow.
And Antonelli.
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend. So we'll see you all tomorrow. Welcome to today's sprint. This is shaping up to be another fantastic weekend. So we're back here in Losail, and this is the track map. 3.34 miles, 16 turns, and just one DRS zone out of turn 16. It's already a fast and flowing track after all. There's a good overtaking opportunity with DRS, though, through the long straight and into turn 1. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Yuki Tsunoda completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Russell, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, and Hamilton, Sainz, Norris, Piastri, and Mark Webber, Coulthard, Doohan, Ollie Behrman, and Fernando Alonso, Gasly, Lawson, Isaac Hadjar, and Nico Hülkenberg, Albon, Stroll, Bortoleto, and Esteban Ocon lines up at the back of the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. And alongside me today, a man who I'm always pleased to see join me in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. So we come to Qatar this weekend, and what's the word I'm looking for when I think about the middle part of this track? Relentless.
The whole track's relentless. It's predominantly built to be a motorbike circuit. For an F1 car, that means a lot of G-force. It's hot here, it's humid this time of the year that we come to in Formula One, and this puts pressure on the drivers. It also puts pressure on the car and the demands of the tyres. So it's a brutal circuit.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
It's all about flow and pace today, qualifying in Qatar, a high-speed test that will set the grid for tomorrow's race. So welcome along.
here are the top 5 cars as things stand. Fastest lap at the moment, 1:21.3. Verstappen, Tsunoda, Leclerc, Hamilton and Russell. Here's a quick position rundown for you. The top 5 are, so the current fastest lap, 1:21.3. Verstappen, Tsunoda, Leclerc, Hamilton and Russell.
Welcome back to Qatar and the Lusail International Circuit. There's a long history of two-wheeled motorsport action here, but in 2021, Lewis Hamilton won out as part of an epic battle that year with Max Verstappen. But who will win out tonight? So we're back here in Lusail and this is the track map. 3.34 miles, 16 turns and just one DRS zone out of turn 16. It's already a fast and flowing track after all. There's a good overtaking opportunity with DRS though through the long straight and into turn 1. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Yuki Tsunoda lines up on pole position. And Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Norris, Albon, Mark Webber and Gasly, Verstappen, Leclerc, Stroll and George Russell, Coulthard, Antonelli, Esteban Ocon and Behrman, Hulkenberg, Doohan, Liam Lawson and Isaac Hadjar, Fernando Alonso, Sainz, Piastri and Gabriel Bortoleto rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me here today in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. And let's talk momentum with this driver. What a sprint it was. They start at 0 once again for today, but with a huge amount of confidence, surely. Well, they'll definitely be glad that there's not a sprint race today. Let's face it, the sprint couldn't have gone much worse, but what we're looking for today is a reaction. So we come to Qatar this weekend, and what's the word I'm looking for when I think about the middle part of this track? Relentless.
The whole track's relentless. It's predominantly built to be a motorbike circuit. For an F1 car, that means a lot of G-force. It's hot here, it's humid this time of the year that we come to in Formula 1, and this puts pressure on the drivers. It also puts pressure on the car and the demands of the tyres. So it's a brutal circuit.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out. Now use DRS. DRS now available. Okay, you've got P5, P5. Our gap to first place, 3.0 seconds. Lando's ahead of you now. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh mediums. Russell behind. They're on fresh mediums. You've got 11 laps until your pit window opens. Okay, 28 laps to go. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 3.0 seconds. They're on fresh softs. They're in 11th. Time last lap, 1 minute 33.8. Caution, caution. Okay, be aware there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags. Here's some information on Tsunoda for you. They're retiring from the race. Okay, clear. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap, box this lap. David's coming in for his stop now. And we're currently sat in 6th. Okay, so gap to the leader, 20.6 seconds. Norris just ahead, push for the position. Less than a second separates you. They're on old mediums. Gasly's behind you. They're on old mediums. Your pit window's now open. Pit window is open. Okay, 17 laps to go now. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. Attaching the left front wheel. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put that behind us and get back into this race. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Tyre condition still looking good. P6, you got P6. The distance to the leader, 26.0 seconds. Lando's ahead of you now. And gap to the car in front, 25.2 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Okay, Antonelli behind. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. And that's 14 laps to go. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 2.7 seconds. Starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop. That's P7 now, P7. Gasly's ahead of you. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 1.3 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. That's Sainz behind you now. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. And you've got P7, 7th place. That's Gasly ahead. Okay, gap to the car in front, 1.7 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, Sainz is behind you. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap. Gap to your teammate behind, 17.0 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. They're in 12th. Time last lap, 1:27.9. As things stand, we're going to be 12th for the championship. Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
The checkered flag is out. We're going to be hearing that Dutch national anthem again because it's victory for Max Verstappen.
They had to be decisive with their overtaking today as they worked their way through the field. And those kind of race victories are so enjoyable because it's not just like winning from the front. They really had to work for it today.
There's room for 3 on their podium, but only ever 1 right at the top. Let the celebrations begin. One of the all-time greats celebrates yet again. It's another podium, it's another top step for Max Verstappen. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Big opportunity, boss. A potential title sponsor wants to strike a deal at the next negotiations.
Hey, Chief, we've got multiple parts out of research. Don't forget to develop them. We've got performance sitting on the table that we could be getting into the car.